What's poppin', YouTube? Welcome back. We are here with more of Randy Feltface. Hey, you, don't skip the intro. I know you're trying to do that. Don't do that. Just talk to me for a second, okay? Hi, how's it going? I hope your day's going well. If it's dog, don't worry, I'm here. I provide daily content. I upload every single day. Reactions, gaming, whatever I feel like. All right? I'm just a big-tittied woman on the internet. So I hope you stick around for daily uploads. In addition to that, I stream on Twitch at Alicia X Life. You are currently watching Alicia X Death, the YouTube channel. Alicia X Life is the Twitch. Anyways, let's get into it. Today's code word, so I know you did not skip the intro, is felt. Felt. Oh, Morgan! Morgan's better. Morgan. Morgan is the code word. All right, let's get into it.
Looking to Sky, Chapter 1. Fascinating man, Ernest Hemingway. I didn't know a lot of...
Okay, hold on. There we go.
Fascinating man, Ernest Hemingway. I didn't know a lot about him, but I kept thinking of that quote, "The first draft of everything is shit," while I was writing my book, and I started to think, who are you to tell me my first draft is shit, Hemingway? What did...
Okay, hold up. I do want to say this is edited, and I would like to have the unedited version.
News, as they say in Scotland. They don't say that. No one has ever said that. Anyway, what I suggest we do, okay, is I'm just going to tell you a bit about Ernest.
Just gonna turn it down.
Hemingway, a bit about Hemmers, and then we'll just let the segue into reading the book develop organically, like a runaway fungus at the bottom of a misplaced coffee cup. Huh? Guys, how long's this been behind the couch? There's little people in it. Save us! Save us from our porcelain prison! We're free!
Oh, not good. Not good. Not cleanly. Oh.
It's just for me, that bit. It's just for me. Okay. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. For the very first time, I would wager in all of your living memories, I now am proud to present to you the life and times of Ernest Miller Hemingway in approximately 3.5 minutes.
Okay, I'm ready.
Born in Chicago in 1899, son of a physician and a musician, reasonably uneventful childhood, decided to study journalism. Enlisted with the Red Cross during World War I, got blown up in Milan and spent 6 months in hospital with severe shrapnel wounds.
Tee the fuck up. Is he speed running sorry, not autobiography. Is he speed running a biography? God damn!
In both legs. Fell in love with the nurse. They decided to get married. He came home to prepare. She stayed there and ditched him for an Italian soldier, which initiated a lifelong pattern of him rejecting women before they had a chance to reject him. Take note, Maddie.
Oh, shit!
As a foreign correspondent, fell in love with his roommate's sister, married her, and moved to Paris. They hung out with Gertrude Stein. They kicked it with Pablo Picasso. He started writing in earnest, no pun intended. Moved to Toronto, had a kid, moved back to Paris, published a couple of books, cheated on his wife, got divorced, married the other woman, converted to Catholicism. Cut his head open after pulling on a cord thinking he was flushing a toilet and instead ripped a skylight from the roof and smashed it onto his face.
Oh, shit!
Moved to Kansas City, had another kid. His dad committed suicide. He shot a lot of bears for some reason. Had a car accident, had another kid. Went to Africa to kill some wild animals and got dysentery. Karma. Published another book. Moved to Cuba. Shot himself in the leg whilst aiming at a shark.
The woman was too stunned to fucking speak. What? What? Does anyone... What in the fuck? Okay, because my whole thing, right, when I do reaction content, is I like to do commentary/reaction. I pause, I talk about the bit, we go through it, we like have a little discussion, sometimes I go into a side tangent. Alicia's got a formula for the channel, okay? She's got what she likes and what goes down to business. What the fuck is happening? It's by the time my brain understands what the fuck he just did, I it's like straight on to the next. I don't even shot his own fucking leg while trying to shoot a shark. I watched Iron Man recently.
Cheated on his wife, got divorced, married the other woman, published For Whom the Bell Tolls, sold 500,000 copies in a couple of months and got nominated for a Pulitzer Prize. Cheated on his wife, got divorced, married the other woman, became the self-appointed leader of a band of village militia outside of Paris, and was subsequently brought up on charges for contravening the Geneva Convention and got away with it like a fucking champion.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh my god! What? More like Geneva suggestions. Let me write that in my novel. What? What? What the fuck?
Got pneumonia, moved back to Cuba, and spent most of his spare time on his boat, tracking Nazi U-boats with a machine gun and a pile of hand grenades. I am not making this shit up! Had a few...
How much meth? Because I feel like if you gave me a certain amount of meth, right? I'd probably do that too. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point, yeah. At some point, it just seems like the right option. Yes is the answer. Copy that.
Few more car accidents, 3 more concussions, got clawed while playing with a lion. Got depressed, drank, got fat, published a couple more books.
Oh, it's just a little kitty scratching me. Oh, it's just a little kitty cat. Oh. Oh, it's just a little kitty cat. That's no problem. Oh, that's no problem.
Went back to Africa to shoot some more wild animals and barely survived 2 separate plane crashes in the space of 24 hours, winding up with a fractured skull, internal bleeding, cracked spine, ruptured liver, first-degree burns, and a paralyzed sphincter muscle. Come on!
Jesus Christ! Huh?
Won a Nobel Prize, had a file opened on him by J. Edgar Hoover, left a bunch of shit in a safe in Cuba, and moved to Idaho,
Okay, the shit in Cuba. That's gotta be like at least meth and or heroin. Right? Your wife walked in the room and asked, who the hell are you watching? Tell your wife I said hi. Hope she's having a good night.
Paranoid that the feds were following him, which they were because he spent most of the 1940s working for the KGB.
What? Shut the fuck up. No, he didn't. Shut up. I believe it. I know it's probably true, but my brain! My brain! What? What do you mean, the KGB?
Again, not making this shit up. Suffered from hepatitis, nephritis, hypertension, hemochromatosis, anemia, and impotence. Come on. Got committed.
He can't get his dick up.
Received way too much electroconvulsive therapy and came out all fucked up, started hinting at suicide, so immediately got recommitted. Received another couple of months' worth of electroconvulsive therapy, got released, put both barrels of his favourite 12-gauge shotgun into his mouth, and blew his fucking head off. What a guy!
I'm gonna be real with you. All I knew about Ernest Hemingway is that he shot himself. And his literature. Everything else external from that, I didn't know. Right? What? Holy shit.
That is all true. What a fucking unit. Hemingway is the quintessential anti-hero, the talented, charismatic, belligerent, suicidal, alcoholic genius that can't keep his dick in his trousers.
Yeah?
And he still found time to write about 15 books. I've written one, and it took me ages because I procrastinate like a motherfucker.
Oh.
I only got this written by doing most of the work in my local public library because it's very difficult to masturbate in the reference section without getting caught. It's almost...
Is that what's stopping you guys from writing a novel? Is that the one thing that stops you? You're like there typing on your computer, writing a novel. And then you're like, but my Winky, my Winky wants us spoken. Then the other tab opens in incognito. And then you type in. Chat, I noticed chat pause for a second as it was moving, waiting for me to say what I was going to type in. I know, you guys are just talking normally the whole time. The moment I was going to say what I was going to type in, you all went. Get the fuck out of here.
It's impossible, in fact.
Almost.
I don't even enjoy masturbating anymore. I just do it to avoid other tasks. And if it's something...
That is the most dude in his 30s shit I've ever fucking heard in my life. I'm sorry. That's the most dude in his fucking 30s shit. That's crazy. Tell me I'm wrong, though. Tell me I'm wrong, because that's just real. Oh, fuck.
Something I really don't want to do, I can seriously just go back-to-back wanks. Just till it's painful. Like, nah! Like, hurty cum. Like, no!
He beat the dick so hard till it turns the same color as Randy, the actual puppet. No! No!
Okay, fine, I'll do the fucking dishes. And you know, the weird thing about books is that you only really need to write one to be considered to be a great writer.
Oh.
Until last year, To Kill a Mockingbird was the only book that Harper Lee ever published. One book in 89 years. To be fair, that book did win the Pulitzer Prize and sold over 40 million copies, so she didn't really need to do another one, did she? Hey, Harper, you gonna write another book? Nah? Did you read the first one? Fucking nailed it! Fucking...
Honestly, though, right? Right? Listen. You put out one piece of masterpiece out there and you collect the royalties for life. I don't like that someone donated to me 2 to 3 minutes after the fucking joke saying sperm cramps. Motherfucker, you are too late for that message. We have moved past that discussion. I don't like that. He already did the dishes, man. He's already well past.
Nailed it! I'm just doing the one. Just doing the one. Imagine if I did that, came up here, told one joke, and then stared at you for 58 minutes.
But what if the one joke? What if the one joke really hit, man? What if that one joke was built different?
You gonna tell another joke? No. Did you hear the first one? Fucking nailed it!
Yeah!
I'm just doing the one. There's not many jobs where you can just do the one, is there? Just writers and suicide bombers.
Yeah.
Hard to do 2 of those.
But you see, he has a point. He is right.
Or maybe UFC fighters that get punched in the head so hard in their first bout that cerebral fluid trickles out of their eye sockets. Oh, that's fucked, Randy.
Yeah, that's a bit.
It's pretty much the perfect example of why we're sort of festering in this evolutionary cul-de-sac, isn't it? Welcome to planet Earth. There's approximately 7 billion of us. As you can see, there's quite a few of us that don't have any clean drinking water. Oh, here's a large group of us that get paid millions of dollars to knee each other in the face. So, obviously still ironing out a few of the kinks.
I'm going to end the video there. Before I do, though, I do want to say my fiance is really into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Really into it. Okay. So I'm sitting here while he's talking about UFC, and my partner watches UFC all the fucking time. And when I mean all the fucking time, it's because I have subscriptions to like a lot of different stuff, right? So because of like, you know, what I do like a lot of reaction content, so I have a lot of subscriptions. So whenever he's in bed and he's logged into my accounts, I wake up to just two men grappling each other, and it's like violent and vicious. And I look over, I'm like, honey, what are you watching? And he goes, oh, he explains the fight to me. I'm like, okay, cool. And he goes, yeah, that guy over there, 2 years ago, actually got concussed so bad that he lost vision in his left eye, but he's back now. And I'm like, what? Did he get the vision back? And Rich goes, I don't know. Maybe. I feel like that's pertinent information. How are you supposed to grapple and fight when you don't have depth perception? I feel like depth perception when going into a space that involves fighting and physicality could make a pretty big fucking difference. Like, right? So I'm sitting there like, I'm laying there, I'm looking at the screen, I'm like, all right, what about the other guy? He's like, oh, him? Yeah, he won about like 2 times in a row now, and now he's going up against him. And I was like, wait, so the guy who lost his vision 2 years ago, well, he's like, only one eye. I'm like, okay, sorry, only one eye. Did he fight since then? Like, he's like, technically, yes, but this is his first official battle since then. Like, his first official fight since then. I'm like, that just seems unfair. I'm sorry, honey. You're telling me the motherfucker with one eye who took 2 years to come back is fighting the dude who just won 2 fights in a row. Yeah? Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? I really wish we were into sports betting. That's like one of those moments where you really start considering it. Listen, sports betting is stupid and fucking terrible for you, okay? But that's one of those moments where you really start considering. Who won? I don't fucking know. I went straight back to sleep. I said, fuck it. Ugh. And that's the same shit every time I wake up and he's watching this shit. I'm like, what? One of the craziest times, okay? One of the craziest times I woke up. Because, by the way, for those of you guys who don't know, we're new to the channel because we grew quite a lot recently. I'm a cancer patient. I've been battling for the past 2 years. I'm almost done battling, though. We almost beat it. We got one more biopsy left and to see if it's still there. And if it's still there, we still keep going through treatment. But, so I'm sleeping all the time, half the time, while my fiance's awake because I'm just a tired-ass motherfucker. So, I'm asleep in bed. I wake up to see, do you know what floor grappling is? In UFC, especially in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I am pansexual, okay? I don't mind what gender you are. I don't give a shit, right? If you sexy, you sexy. That's all there is to it, all right? I'm looking at these 2 motherfuckers on the ground, grappling. And I turn to my husband. I'm like, honey, that's the gayest shit I've ever seen. And I mean, like, literally, I don't even mean that in like a making fun of something sort of way. It looks like they're in sex positions I swear to God. I was like, I'm pretty sure you put me in that move the other day. Like, what do you mean? What? Like, you know, because some people like use like the term like gay as like an insult or whatever. No. This is not meant to be like a gay as an insult moment. This genuinely looks like two dudes fucking on camera. Sweaty, shirtless, thigh meat out, grappling, rolling on the floor, swinging their legs in and out. And I'm just like, honey, that's a lot of sexual tension right there. Are they gonna bang after? He's like, Alicia! No, it's not like that. We both look back to the screen, and he goes, oh, it does look like it, though. just the moment of, yeah, no, I see it. Yep. Can you ask hubby who won? I mean, I probably could. The shit you say always makes me laugh. I mean, it's just as weird as the time I woke up to him watching Baki. So Baki's an anime that's like really violent, I guess. I don't really know. This was back when I was like in the heaviest part of my cancer treatment. This is about 2 years ago. And during this part, I literally was in a fever dream of medication. So I wake up for maybe 5 minutes and he's watching Baki in bed, just chilling out. And I thought I saw, and I can't tell if it was my meds, because I was on a really strong painkiller, so it was just a little bit high. By a little bit, I mean, I was fucking blitzed. But I look up. There's a man who's very muscular who turns himself into a ball. And I don't mean like he had a transformation sequence. I don't mean that. I mean this motherfucker curled himself into a fucking ball of just raw muscles. And I was like, honey, what is that? He paused it and he looks over at me and he goes, oh, you're awake? Are you feeling okay? Do you need anything? And I'm like, why is that man a ball? He goes, you look so distraught. And I'm like, I am. What's happening? And he goes, oh, it's Baki. We should really watch it. Right. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, I don't think I want to. He goes, you will love it. Of all people, you will love this show. You should definitely check it out. And I'm like, okay. I'm about to fall back asleep. And he goes, imagine JoJo's, but gayer. And I'm like, hold on. And my head snapped up and I looked at him and I go, he goes, listen, JoJo's is fabulous. Baki is so much manly testosterone that it feels gay. Does that make sense? And I sat there and I'm like, yeah, that does actually. That actually makes yeah. And I was like, okay. He goes, yeah, you'd love it. I was like, all right. And then I went back to sleep. So I have no idea anything about that show Baki, the anime Baki, besides that one moment. Because that's the thing about like my fiance. He's really into like wrestling. Not really wrestling, but like more like UFC shit. He loves fighting. He loves that kind of stuff. So like a fighting anime is right up his alley. I wake up to him watching that. Oh man. Anyways, I got to have my little tangent part here at the end of the video because I talked a little bit less during it because Randy was just spitting today. Loved it. So yeah, appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun at the end here as well. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.